As part of this Fadra Parikrama Satsang, we are having this conference, a seminar, and the topic of this seminar is a very interesting topic, which is principles of good health and long life. Principles of good health and long life. We have a galaxy of guests, dignitaries, speakers, including our chief speaker, Dr. P.C. Chauhan, to talk about this very pertinent, relevant topic, which is extremely important for the humankind today. I was browsing through the newspapers recently, and I got to read something which was very, very shocking. In the newspaper, in one of the pages, there was a small news item which said, a man comes back home every day drunk and beats his wife. There's another news item which says, 80-year-old woman and her only son could not take care of his mother and took his mother to the old age home and decided to keep her there. I also read something which was very shocking again. The news item goes like this. It says, a 14-year-old boy committed suicide because he got 92% in his 10th standard. His parents expected him to score 98%. He could not live up to the expectations of his parents. Parents were unhappy. And the poor kid, out of desperation and frustration, committed suicide. So my dear mothers and brothers in faith, ladies and gentlemen, how would you describe these people? How would you describe these characters in our newspapers? Are they healthy human beings or unhealthy? Do you call them healthy human beings? A 30-year-old man leaving his mother who is 80-year-old, and he is the only son of his mother, the widow mother, and leaving her in the old age home. This is the health of our society. Sri Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra said, who is our spiritual guide, our spiritual master, he said, the root cause of all health issues is in the mind. And Sri Sri Thakur said, in today's society, the human mind has been completely, it has become rotten. It has become spoiled. All of us got to know about Mr. Siddharth, a billionaire who was the founder of Coffee Cafe Day, had plethora of wealth with him. He committed suicide recently. What is happening to our society? Do we describe them as healthy human beings? Sri Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra had a very intimate, very intense relationship with life. We are talking about principles of long life. Sri Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra had a very intimate and very intense relationship with life. Being the creator himself, the creator of life himself, he understood and he could propounded the true meaning of life, explained to the humankind the true meaning of life. He said, do never die, nor cause death, but resist death to death. He said, you don't have to die, but don't cause anybody's death. If you have to resist anything, resist death to death. So Sri Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra's philosophy was about life. It was about existence and expansion of our soul. It was about transformation of the human soul. In the capital city of India, in New Delhi, a few years ago, there was a great conference that was conducted. This conference was about human mind. Psychologists, psychotherapists, psychoscientists from different parts of the globe came to Delhi. They participated in this conference. They deliberated for about 2 days, but they still could not figure out what is mind and where is mind. And then said, this conference on mind, human mind, had this conclusion at the end that human mind is everywhere, but it is nowhere. So, if you really want to lead a healthy and long life, then we'll have to go back and understand the root cause of poor health or bad health, and the principles of good health, principles of living a healthy, prosperous, blissful life. Unless we understand these principles of life, we will not be able to live our life meaningfully. That's why Sri Thakur said a doctor has to first become a generalist, then become a specialist. If he is a specialist, he is good for nothing. He has to become a generalist. He has to understand all aspects of human life. If it does not understand the relationship of mind with body, if it doesn't understand the relationship heart with head, if it doesn't understand the relationship with ears with eyes, he might become a ENT specialist, he might become a heart specialist, he might become a gynecologist, he might become a specialist in some area, but it's not going to help unless he understands the finer aspects of human life, the finer aspects of human body, understand the relationships of different parts of the human body. If it doesn't have a grip on that, he cannot become a good doctor. One American came to Sri Thakur. He spent a few days in the ashram in Deoghar. He was going back after a few days. The guru, the satsangis, the ashramites went to him and asked him, you came to ashram, spent some time with Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra. How would you describe Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra? He said, I don't know what people call him. Many people call him in different names. Some people call him God, some people call him Avatar, some people call him Sadguru and so on. But I don't care about any of these things. But I know only one thing. I know that Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra is the only person, the only human being in this world who combines unparalleled love with indomitable insight. Unparalleled love and indomitable, profound insight. I have seen many people who have got great insights. Doctors, scientists, engineers, they have great insight, have great knowledge. I have seen many people who have got great amount of love. A mother, a father, parents, they have so much of love. But mother sometimes lacks insight. Mother knows her child very well, but she doesn't know why is the child crying. Maybe the child is crying because of a stomach upset. But mother sometimes thinks he is crying because the child is hungry. Love is there, but insight is lacking. The doctor or engineer, maybe the doctor has great insight. He can know that the child is crying because of abdominal pain. He can probably diagnose the problem and give the treatment, but he might lack love. But Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra is the only human being in this world who combines great insight, profound insight, unparalleled love. There is nobody who can love us more than he does. And there's nobody in this world who has more insights than what he has. And he was the supreme doctor of the humankind. And doctors in today's society need to understand and follow that principle, combine insight with love, compassion, care. And if you can't do that, then you will not the doctors will not be able to treat patients very well. And when I met Dr. P.C. Chauhan today, when I took my father to him, and he told my father that whatever medicines I'm prescribing, that's fine, but you have to look at your mind and strengthen your mind, elevate your mind. You believe that you are healthy. So what a great insight Dr. P.C. Chauhan has. I could relate to the principles of Sisi Thakur when I was talking to him. And that's why he is a world-famous doctor and has the respect and love of millions and millions of people across this.